Welcome to another small rant video. Over the last few days you might have noticed a trend in some of the videos I uploaded. I've been covering decks on some of the more controversial landmarks, and it's been difficult creating playable decks around them. It started with University, then Helia, and in this video I'll be playing some Noxkraya. A common theme with these cards is that there's no clear upside unless you build your deck in a certain way. Discard your hand, a 4-strike, killing a unit. If you build your deck with these landmarks in mind, they can all be turned into upsides. Discard synergy with cards like Jinx, 4 strikes aren't so bad if the target you're striking is frostbitten, and killing a unit to summon another one can work with a powerful summon effect. The problem is still that you have to build your deck around these effects, and there are games where you don't even draw the landmark you need. This is why a card like Targon's Peak, which is also a downside and upside because you and your opponent are both getting a card reduced to 0 mana, actually does work. You can build your deck with a card like this in mind because you can ramp into it with a card like Blue Sentinel, and you have a tutor to fish the landmark out of your deck, all in the same region. A card like Helia, on the other hand, is pretty bad because you're playing a value generator at turn 5 and no earlier. Your opponent can see exactly what's happening and what your plan is. All they need to do is remove your highest cost unit and you can start the chain all over again. You're obviously running high cost cards in your deck too, because why else play Helia? So that's the next issue. It's easy for your hand to get clogged up, and if you need to get your chain going, you are required to hard cast a unit. Paying as much as 6 mana for a unit just feels really bad and leaves you with little mana to perform other actions. Also, the main reason to use this landmark is to get a free summon every time you replace a unit, and these summon effects are pretty hard to come by in Shadow Isles, with Rekindler probably being pretty much the only exception here. University of Piltover is the best card here in my opinion, which is saying a lot because it's still a pretty bad card. You don't have to play this card right away because it can be a pretty solid drop when you're running out of steam to generate 3 cards every turn. The deck building requirement is just a little lower than the other cards, so you can instead just play some generally good cards and have this as a backup. Also, I didn't mention cards like Reaver's Row and Eye of the Rahorak, which are also 5 cost landmark, because the thing with the Eye is that you don't have to build your deck around this card either. It's mostly just played in a Yasuo Leona deck or to level Malphite. It's alright at doing that, but I don't see any other uses for this card. Reaver's Row does require you to build your deck in a certain way, but 1-drop decks already existed. Not on a competitive level, of course, but you know. There's also no downside here because you get a 1-drop every turn until the countdown reaches 0, and then you get another big payoff for your deck. And then the last card we need to talk about is the Noxkraya Arena. The only card this works great with is the Armored Tusk Rider. The red region is also not really known for their high health units, so you're not going to get a lot of leverage out of this landmark unless you pair it with a colder region or maybe some dragons. If we go over all of the 5 mana landmarks, Eye of the Rahorak is a maybe, Noxkraya Arena is a no. Reaver's Row is a question mark because it does work in some decks. Sandswept Tomb is interesting. It's slightly too expensive, but there's no downside, so I'm giving it a maybe. Targon's Peak is a good card and has seen competitive play. The Bandle Tree, in my opinion, is one of the better landmarks in this list, and it has a pretty good chance to succeed, I'd say. It requires little additional synergy, and it has a built-in win con. University is also a no, and lastly, Vaults of Helia is the biggest no of all. But in this video, we're going to play the last of the bad landmarks, Noxkraya Arena. I took a Yeti deck because of their high round stats and some Frostbite spells with Ashe. Watch me try to succeed with this awful landmark, and let me know what you think. And don't forget about the first rule of Fight Club. Isn't the elephant good with Arena? It actually is, yeah. But putting a card like that in your deck is, you know, a little questionable. I will keep this hand. Speaking of Lurk, yeah, Lurk, I love Lurk. I think my favorite deck right now, or my favorite deck of all time, is still just Zoe Victor. But Lurk has been amazing for me. Even though I'm not, like, amazing at the deck, I actually did get some coaching on Lurk, and I think I got a little better at it. But yeah. Builds for the card package is the build for dragon? Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that I love that one either. Ionia is worse than Targon has ever been. Let's not kid anyone. I don't want to be whatever woke you up. I think we should play this. Did you play the solo Rek'Sai deck yet? Wait, what? That's a weird one. I played Turbo Rek'Sai, like, when Lurk got released, I played that, like, shortly after.
Time to make an appearance.
So now he's gonna... Yeah. Are you telling me that this friend over here put that on top of his deck with nothing else going on?
Smoke and mirrors.
Happens. Yeah, that was a pretty sus blood bait. Little sus. We'll block this here, and then we'll probably use Troll Throw. No, let's keep it, I guess. I don't like that, because we were really close getting the Abominable out. So opponent must have gotten Pike naturally if he has it. Okay, so we attack with you first, then you, then you. Pike is at 5. So this won't save it. Alright, where's the Fight Club? 32.1k Sunburst away from my deck request. So far we had one deck request, and it was from Bonfend. And the video that was uploaded on that was an absolute banger. So I'm pretty excited already for more deck requests. Okay. Opponent is a little wide here. So we're gonna have to do some freezing and blocking. Hey, there it is. There's the doorbell. Another one of my parts. Missed Lurk.
Tread carefully.
Useless pawn.
This really does not line up very favorably. Go get the parts. Yeah, no, I have somebody opening the door for me. I mean, that's fine, because that goes back to the top of the deck. But yeah. Okay. Copying the Ancient Yeti seemed safer. I guess, but Ashe would have been lethal, right? The only thing opponent could have done there was the Pike spell, and he couldn't have predicted into it, so... I feel like I've played this guy before. Do you take meme deck requests? There is a channel point reward. Captain is from Bandle City, right? Yeah, he is, actually. Yeah. He just looks really big in regular league, but he's actually really small. So he's a Yordle with a mask on. So did you play Elite for the Fallen deck? I haven't tried that yet. Opponent's deck reminded me of a Maokai and Nab deck that I saw a good while ago. It would aim for Maokai level up and then mill you with Nab. That's a fun idea.
Escapes my watch.
I don't know if Noxkraya is very good here either. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, thank you, game. Noxkraya not very good. Here's another one.
Light the signal fire. They're out there. I'll spot them.
You know what this deck's missing? An ARAM. That's it. We need to put an ARAM. I think Noxkraya needs to regenerate units to be good. So you would play this with like a troll deck. ARAM good. ARAM's the best. I can't get enough of ARAM decks.
A chill in the air. Safeguard our homes.
Is a Katarina deck request equal to a meme deck request? Absolutely, yes. Great. Yeah, every time I make a failure deck, I just want to put in at least one ARAM.
See the Demacian border from here.
Yeah, I don't want to get ruinated. So I don't even want to play this on this turn.
Ready the torches.
Could ARAM plus Targon's Peak work? It could work, but it's like 2 super slow landmarks. If you can find a way to get going with them, then yeah, it's not bad, but... Okay, if we find a way to get this out and then play... Okay. That's really good. Now we can play this one and then we get out the Abominable next turn. Then again, Ashe is really good too. I think the Eddie's better.
Show them our teeth.
Please, I have connections.
Damn. Praying there for a troll chant. Here we go. Fight time. It's a Yeti versus Yeti show off. And mine's better. I'm pretty sure this deck is Ruination. Okay. Ruination is no longer an option.
I will unite the Freljord. Your mercy is a disease.
So this Yeti will strike that.
History forgets, but the Black Rose remembers.
That's actually pretty good. I think we have lethal here. Vengeance. Kill a spider and have lethal. Sejuani doesn't die, but we have freezes. Okay, yeah, now it's not lethal anymore. Damn, that sucks. I lose if there's a Ruination, is the problem. I have to open attack here. I can't. I cannot open attack.
Prove your worth.
Sonny, may I take a little nap? I'll be hearing you. Sleep well, Quister. Did you turn off the quick deck review? Yeah, I did. I'll turn it back on Thursday when I have my new PC, where I can tab out freely. This has to be the play. Can use the LeBlanc spell to kill Sej? I could, but it's just risky. This deck has so much removal. I can't be tossing out my units. If opponent is sitting on a Ruination and I toss out one of my units, it's super bad. Opponent needs to have a unit with more than 5 HP though, or we just freeze and it dies. That's one of them. Double arena. That actually works. Double arena actually kills Rek'Sai here. That's like a double attack from LeBlanc, basically, right? The fight pit. Yeah, LeBlanc's level up does actually help that. Is this Frostpunk? I need to play that game more, by the way. If he has Ruination, he needs to do it now. Yep, and then we can just redevelop. Opponent is kinda in a rough spot here. Developing is losing, Ruination is losing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let's see what unit opponent plays.
The best lies are beautiful.
Hello, Leif. How is this deck going so far? It's not bad, actually. Oh, like 50-50.
Faster than my arrow? I think not.
Frostpunk is getting a sequel. Nice. Alright, well, that does make a Withering Wheel pretty rough. Still don't know if we win. Opponent hasn't used Withering Wheel yet, so could be losing. Got him. Alright, GG. What a game! My god. Ah, feels good. GG.
It was inevitable.
I don't know how this interaction is with Ephemeral. To meditate, yeah, triple time trick to meditate. Man. Okay.
Places to go.
So you're telling me you love Ionia? I have hated Ionia ever since I started playing this game. I am not a fan. Okay, this is pretty interesting, actually. Because if we play Ashe now, we could play Noxkraya next turn. Lucian? Lucian would kind of suck. It's a lot of damage, but, you know. Sonny's probably gonna hate me for asking this, but why do you dislike Ionia so much when Build Sweat are strong at the moment and has more annoying mechanics? I disagree with Build Sweat having more annoying mechanics. I can see why Nab is more frustrating for some people because people are using your own card against you. But the mechanic is pretty misunderstood. Nab are cards that you would have never had, and there is actually a much lower chance that your cards are going to be good for the opponent. They just get extra valued away instead of drawing from their own deck. Ionia does everything they can to avoid combat. I think we troll chant this. You gotta love it. I mean, both champions here probably die, but that was pretty sweet. Yeah, so that. Okay, freeze. That's a good freeze. That's a really good freeze. That is such a good freeze. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is such a good freeze. Whew. This was the ultimate Noxkraya game, by the way. This, when Noxkraya does this, it feels so oppressive. Wow. Oh my god. Insane, actually.
Now begins a new era of
GG.
peace.
Do you think giving reputation icon 0 to mirror image is good or way too broken? I'm not sure, actually. It's kind of a weird... No, I don't think that would work. They shouldn't do that. It doesn't really make much sense to do it like that. The mirror image is like a bonus. It's not really what the deck is about. If they wanna... I don't even think LeBlanc needs buff. I think he's fine.
My past flashes.
Does freeze counter the Viego level up? It used to be bugged. It used to be so that the freeze, it still counts for full. So I have no idea. It should work, but it probably doesn't.
I am superior life form. Can you improve perfection?
It's Draven time.
The best life.
This could be a pretty good brittle skill.
Watch and learn.
Ready the torches.
I think opponents should attack with the bot, because the spinning axe here.
I'm ready.
Now we're cooking.
Opponent could have spinning axe this if I wanted to block with LeBlanc.
System upgrade.
I know you're reading my messages. Sonya, I will hammer you. What do you want, Lathe?
What a treat.
Flock? No flock.
I'm ready. Rise, metal brethren.
Wait, what?
Can you improve perfection?
Lathe likes to run the stream.
Don't blink or you'll miss me.
If we have one more mana.
One shot, all skill.
Damn. I mean, LeBlanc shouldn't die here. Wait, what? Huh? It's because Ezreal went to -1 technically. Alright, so there needs to be a tri-beam here for the opponent to even have a chance.
Everything
Or that.
Simpleton.
If I had one more mana for this, dude. Alright, that was actually, that card was pretty good there. It was not bad. That's really good.
The party has arrived.
I want to play the Yeti Yearling for sure. We'll freeze you. His tri-beam is at 6, okay. But he can't use it now because it got nerfed.
Are you guys even trying?
Okay.
is gonna hurt for you.
Damn. It's gonna be really hard to close out this game. We might actually need the reputation guide to rally. The rally card would not be bad here.
Draven out?
Oh, okay.
Time to make an appearance.
Yeah, the tactician.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be a tri-beam now and then we're in trouble. This is not bad actually. I'm happy just plopping this on the board. Ezreal is not leveled. Okay, so this draws the Yeti. It's a good one. He needs Pharaoh or tri-beam? Yeah, tri-beam. Okay.
Catch.
Weird stun. Is he just putting units on the field or what's... Two blocks. Okay, the fact that opponents block it is a good sign, but it might still not be enough. Alright, well. 1 HP. Can't play this. Oh my god. I think we lose. Probably.
Let's make this a nice
Okay.
number.
Okay. Wait, this is good, right? No, it's not. Wait, if we do this, we strike here. Opponent has one real card in hand. Damn, I wish I could choose who would strike. Okay, so now I think we do it. We draw a card from it. That was the last card. It's so stupid.
Like the signal fires.
Okay, Tri-Beam? I mean, Troll Chant could be it. We don't have time to play Ashe. The Yeti Yearling lethal! Here we go, boys! Oh, I missed. I hit my entire keyboard instead of just a space bar. The Yeti Yearling lethal. GG.